Hey everybody, it's Tom, the Retirement Home Gigging Coach. Thanks for tuning in. If you are brand new, welcome to the channel. If you've been around, thank you. Appreciate the support. Today's video, we are going to talk about the things that make retirement home audiences unique. There's a difference between playing these retirement homes and playing some of the bars and pubs and other kinds of gigs that a lot of you are playing. I do some other gigs too, but I concentrate mainly on the retirement home gigs because I like them the best. But here are some things that to consider about retirement home audiences and why they're so special and what makes it so much fun to play these. Number one, they value connection over perfection. Yeah, so you don't have to be the greatest guitar player or keyboard player or singer, and that's a good thing because I'm definitely not the best out there. I like to say that I'm good enough. These audiences in retirement homes, they want the connection part. They want you to look them in the eye and smile while you're singing to them and talk to them and tell them stories, bad jokes, whatever. Keep the jokes clean though. But they like that connection part. They value it more than a flawless performance. So that's just wonderful for a lot of us. It's just a great thing. Another thing is that they respond to memories. You're playing songs that they grew up with, and a lot of these people in that age group went to high school when these songs were big, huge hits. You know, anything from Elvis to Johnny Cash to Bill Haley and the Comets, and I mean the list goes on and on. CCR, all these songs from the you can go back to the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Those decades, this age group grew up with these songs, and they're timeless hits. And they just love to hear these songs because they know them, but it also brings back great memories for them, and that's a big, big deal. You're really helping people have a good time going back in their mind to that happy time. Could have been when they met their spouse, or they just had a lot of us had great experiences in those years, and it just brings you back, and it's fun. These people are anywhere between their mid 60s to in their 90s, and you're bringing in all these great memories back. I can't tell you how many times people tell me, "Wow, I haven't heard that song in so long. It brought me back to my prom night, and I had a great time," and whatever. It just makes you feel good. So they appreciate the memories that these songs do for them and bring them back for, and they just respond to it. They just really do. Another one is they love participation. I also do bar and pub gigs, but those gigs for me are more background. They're real mellow, nobody's paying attention, they're all doing their thing, and I'm just kind of providing background music. When I play these retirement home gigs, they love to participate. They love to sing along and clap, and boy, when you can get them to do that, boy, you're firing on all cylinders. But they really thoroughly enjoy the participation part of it. They appreciate the personal attention. This is another thing that that makes these audiences unique. They really, really value the participation and the personal attention. They get a little bit of it in their assisted living facilities and where they're living, but you're coming in there as a musician, with a smile on your face, and you're talking to them, and you're new. Even if you play there once a month, you're still new once a month, and they look forward to seeing you, and they just love the personal attention. And that's why eye contact is so important when you're singing. You can read an iPad. I use an iPad, but I look up whenever I can and make eye contact with everybody, and they just love it. And then when you're tearing down, talk to them. They just absolutely love it. If they're in the room when you're setting up, do it then too. They just love to talk to you, and they're just sweet people. I mean, how could you not enjoy this part of it? And number 5 is they respond to the positive social experience. They don't get out as much as they would probably like to. They can't just get up and get in the car and go. There's they're a little bit, I don't want to say trapped. That's that's not the right word. They don't trap them in there, but you know, they they don't have a lot of the social experiences that we do at a younger age. We can go out, we can do all kinds of things. They just value it. They really respond well to that positive social experience. And it means more to them than you may realize. So those are the 5 things that make retirement home audiences unique. They value connection over perfection. They respond to memories. They love participation. They appreciate personal attention. And they respond to the positive social experience. If you think about these before you go perform, you're going to master that connection part, which you'll hear me on a lot of these videos. That's, to me, the connection part is the most important part of playing for retirement home audiences. That if you could only pick one thing to do and get right, that's it. Your song selection is number 2. It's a close second, but that connection piece is it. If you can get that down and get good at that, not only are they going to just have a fantastic experience with you, but you also are going to walk out of there with the exact same feeling, and it's just wonderful. So, all right, if you haven't got my free PDF yet on how to fill your calendar up with retirement home bookings, look in the description. Send me an email, put free PDF in the subject line or the body of the email. I'll send it over to you. It's a 30,000 foot view of what to expect if you're not doing these gigs yet. Even if you are, you might learn something. You know, who knows? You might get an idea. Sometimes one idea is all you need. If you're interested in coaching, send me an email on that too. I'm working with people that they're just not quite sure what to do. And, you know, I'm getting them booked up and getting them out there quicker than they could probably do it for themselves. So if you find value in coaching, let me know that. And until the next video, happy gigging.